Here we go. It's Betway Premiership game week 13. But it's a case of playing catch-up for Orlando Pirates because, of course, they have are slightly behind in terms of the matches played on the front runners in the Betway Premiership this season. Now, chance on the break here. Evanga. The big man here still going, Evanga. No real power to take it past Sipho Chain, but of course now you get a sign of the way that they will play, will look to hit on the break. It's going to be that low block, and then who can blame them? Chippa wouldn't want to try and mix it up with Orlando Pirates because they'll get hurt. Oh, that's the referee plays an advantage. Could be a chance here. That will give a lot of confidence to Msibi. Msibi gets down well and makes the stop to deny them Tajela. Sipho Mbule is already showing his silky stuff.
Yeah, there were talks that Mbule really showing what he can do for the national team and not so much for Orlando Pirates.
Doing some elegant stuff here from Pirates. Look at this. Tapa Moremi! Oh, almost laid it on a platter. That would have been a tap-in. Good awareness there from the Chippa. Still the danger not gone, but it runs away from Sipho Mbule. Good work. Very good. This is some nice football being played by Orlando Pirates here.
Excellent 1-2, nice movement there, occupying a lot of spaces there. Mbutuma almost with that touch. Moremi had a look. Excellent ball in there.
Mbutuma is all involved in that. I'll tell you what, that is quite a potent front line the Pirates have. Moremi, Mofokeng, that Val connection, and then you have Sipho Mbule. Mbule with his nifty touch, and Mbutuma! Oh, what a save! Msibi! Great reflexes to deny Mbutuma. Rele Mofokeng turning one way and then the other, goes down on that challenge. Referee waves play on. Chippa can break. They've delayed it a little bit too much, and Pirates have gotten back into position. What a save that was from Msibi from almost point-blank range as Mbutuma looked to poke it home. Right. Well, something. Moremi went for the snapshot there on the half volley. Something is coming out of the game now since the changes were made. South Africa is a movie, he would say, as he takes a sip of water. That man, at the moment, he's not liking the movie he's watching.
Yeah, great anticipation.
Yeah. Shot from Moremi, there it was. Moremi now operating down this left-hand side with Apollos. Here's Apollos now on the... takes a shot! Oh. They don't want to be standing off him for too many times in those situations because he can also smack a football.
Yeah, backs a punch here. Nice first touch. To open it up from a standing position there.
Hardly any backlift there. But listen, as long as they are reduced to taking shots from there, I think Msibi will be happy. Coach Vosu Pelagas will be happy. If they're going to be taking shots from range, it means that the defensive job that they're doing is very good. Look at that, no attempt on goal in the second half from Chippa. 5 from Pirates already. 10-3 in the first half. Rele Mofokeng. Siema wanted to pick out Then Tajela wanted to put it at his feet.
Vito just running into trouble there.
Oh, what a ball from Rele Mufuke! Oh, special! Brilliant! And yet again, Paris find a goal off the bench. Evidence Makhopa applies the finishing touch, but give all the credit there to Rele Mufuke. The assist will go to Dion Hato. But my word, that secondary assist, that pass from Rake in 75 minutes. And the Chippa United defense that have held so strong have been breached. I said it would take a moment of sheer brilliance. They've got them on, he's got them on their feet.
Yeah, drop deep here.
Yes.
Unlocked that defense with a brilliant pass. Excellent first touch from Hato. Not the easiest on this greasy pitch. Just cushioned it nicely, lifted his head, and found a lethal striker at the far post as Evidence Makhopa knocks that one in, and Pirates take the lead.
He won't score many easier ones, will he? Even though he lost his footing as he put that one in the back of the net. Pirates finally make their breakthrough. That's the 6th goal that they've scored off the bench. In other words, it's scored by a sub this season. You know, still alive here. Chance here! And what a save from Chippa. Great reflexes with his feet. Cummings has a goal, and Chain was straight at Chippa. What a chance that was. Their best of the game for Chippa.
I tell you what, it was a match-winning save there from Chippa. Had very little to do all evening. When it mattered most, he came up trumps. Excellent ball here from Ntundwana. Figueiredo reaching. Nice touch from Marimona, and that save that kept them at bay.
Now, this is Makhopa and Moremi. Mezu fluffed his lines there. Oh, there was almost the clincher there from Nemtajela. Moremi uncharacteristically there. But he's been all mixed up there, or just seemed to be unsure about what he wanted to do at that moment. This is the chance. That is the chance. Asanele Bonani, the sub.
Chance to be a hero, and Chippa not having that.
A 5th successive win over Chippa in the league. A matter of 5 minutes away from that, but this is a position, promising position to wrap it up. Kabelo Dlamini, not one of his best. Not by far one of his best efforts.
A little bit too close to get it up and over.
I mentioned earlier that 23 of the 25 league games between these two sides have produced goals. And there we have. We've had goals in the last 7 games between the sides, with Pirates as host. Apollos. Can he supply Makhopa to wrap it up? Well, that fizzed through that one. And Rele Mufuke. Into the approaching the last 2 minutes. Not still waiting for an indication of. It looks like we're going to have minimum of 4 minutes at the end of the game. Minimum of 4 minutes to be added on. Of course, Pirates will also be gearing themselves up for next week's cup final. They'll face Marumo Gallants in the final. Extraordinarily, Fredericks Pirates' appearance in the final of the Telkom knockout will be the first time they appeared, or of the Kali knockout, will be the first time they reached the final of that competition since 2018.
Wow. Second offside for Pirates. Yeah, that's very close. Extremely close call.
Close, very close. Into the last minute then. Playing it with Apollos. Dionotto. Mahopa slows down quickly though by Majadibodu. Chippa is there. Yeah, it's tough. It just gets tougher and tougher for his side.
And just behind him is Bob Maposa from Adidas. South Africa making Orlando Pirates shine, and always look forward to what they're going to wear pre-match.
Majadibu. The ball over the top, but Chain will save that one.
Is it time to look for the second, or time to just manage the result?
Dlamini wide to Apollos. Nemtajela's in the box, and here comes Rele Mofokeng. Nemtajela, poor first touch. Apollos. A block from Modise. Oh, what a game he has had as well, especially in that first half. Kabelo Dlamini trying to... doesn't have his sights with him tonight. That left boot can do magic, but not so much tonight.
Came on, injected a lot of energy down that right-hand side, did Apollos. We'll see Chippa will remain at 7 points in 16th position.
Yeah, rock bottom now. Still he's
flirting.
Tough times, tough times.
In action tomorrow evening.
Be a chance here. Straight at Sipo Chain, and I think that might well have been then last chance. Banani again it was. Pirates' next opponent of the weekend will be Durban City, away from home. And then after that, next week, as I said, they're building up to the final. They've got a game against Richards Bay as well before the final. Bay, who they defeated recently, of course, to qualify for the cup final. Majadibodu has worked his socks off there at the back. In fact, that entire defense has really been impressive. But yeah, all it takes is one momentary slip and or a moment of brilliance. They can't even say a momentary slip, because it was a moment of brilliance from Rele Mofokeng. As the volume goes up inside the Orlando Stadium, the Christmas lights are... Oh, no ways! No ways! Oswin Apollos with a party piece! Gives a present, Christmas present to the Pirates supporters, and makes safe the 3 points! Oh my word! Magic! Subs that gets on the score sheet. That's 7 goals now for Pirates. No other team has scored more goals off the bench. That speaks to depth. That speaks to options. Oh, that was brilliant. Oh, You've got a feel though from CB. He's had such a good game, but there's nothing he could do about the 2 goals that he's conceded.
Yeah, it was excellent all evening there, TT. But you cannot give that man time and space in the box. He looked up, saw the angle, not sure if there was a deflection. But have a look now. Damini is the one that picked him up. Today, they sat off him. Cummins never closed him enough. I think there's a bit of a deflection, but top bins from the Palace to give Orlando Pirates what would be the 3 points. A little bit of a deflection, but
no, there's a big deflection. As I said, you've got a feel for the keeper. I didn't realize at first sight that there was a big deflection like that. That completely wrong-footed the keeper. Volume now. The centre line supporters, they can cheer now because the 3 points are in the bag. Job done. Who they had to do it the hard way. They had to sweat the Pirates. They dominated play though. Chippa held out, but in the end, all resistance was broken by sheer brilliance. Rele Mufuke supplying the shot, we call it the secondary assist for Mahoba to tap in from Hotto's square ball. And Pirates pick up yet another win. They are on a roll now, other Buccaneers, sailing the high seas.